You feel the world slowly kind of drift away.
And now I'm going to call out to Tritherian.
Okay. Go ahead and make another one.
Hey!
You get the image in your head of a man, a very strong, muscular man. He's got like a trident in his hand, and he's got these pauldrons on that are like attached, and they are like attached to kind of like a belt by some leather straps.
Whoa.
And you get the sense that this is Tritherian's
The form is allowing me to see.
yeah.
Not necessarily his true form, but
Yeah.
still.
And this is and you see him kind of wandering, and eventually he reaches like you find yourself in a place that's unfamiliar to you.
Even within my own spirit world.
Even within your own spirit world. And all of a sudden, you just get flashbacks of your... And like all of a sudden, it's just... Everything starts flooding in at once. Your childhood home, where you first came from. All of it just comes flooding back to you. And the man takes off the pauldrons and...
As he's doing these things, once it gets to the images of Garlaws, uncontrollably, Throkk is going to go into a rage.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
So he takes off the pauldrons and like the belt and all that stuff and hands it to what appears to be someone riding on a horse. And the man turns back to you and says, "Remember where you came from. For there you will find what you seek."
Then just with the with his voice, I'm assuming comes like this soothing power overflows within Throck's mind, and he comes down from the rage and that's one of those things where he just like puts a fist into his hand, puts it just around his chest and bows and says, "Thank you."
And he bows his head to you. "Thank you."
For what?
For serving me, of course. It's not easy serving a god, but you've done so very willingly.
And unintentionally.
Yes. Which is why I see it fit for you to have those. Remember your homeland. Remember where you came from. Go claim what is yours. And then just kind of, he turns around and walks out of your field of vision.
And then I take a moment, just take in everything,
and in the distance, you can hear like the sound of horse hooves.
That's right. That's right. All right. I know where I'll be headed from River Steep. And then I just back out of my spirit world, get up, and I make my way over towards where the dwarves are in the holy cities.
Okay.
Throck's home.
Yep. You remember. It's at the edge of the valley of the
Land of the Horse Lords.
Land of the Horse Lords.
Gone.
Okay. Back to Professor and Aera.
So,
Sorry, I feel like we've been standing here forever.
Should we go?
Can I just make a perception check to see if anybody is, like, trying to pickpocket us at the moment?
No, there's
Oh.
there's no one. Like you can just kind of
Okay.
like you've just been like.
Oops. I hit escape and it rolled for me anyway, my bad.
That's all right.
Actually,
Yeah,
before we
there's
leave,
nothing funky going on.
before we leave, is the High Priest still around?
Yeah, he kind of reappeared after the Zed and Wizgil left.
I would actually like to seek your wisdom on a slightly more personal matter.
He has his mask back on, by the way. Of course.
Yeah, I figured.
Yes.
I've had a less than pleasant altercation with one of the priests of Macabre.
It was really bad. He was super rude.
Boca.
The priest, not Arranis.
Yes. I'd really appreciate it if I could have your wisdom as to earning their trust and favor. I'd like to be able to defend my friends.
You want my advice?
Yes.
Understand that you do not know everything. You are entering a realm where they know far more than you ever will. And if you try to come off like you know something that they don't, they're not going to take kindly to it.
This is advice I wish I had received before going there the first time.
Yes, but hindsight is 20/20.
Always. Well, I suppose there's nothing left then to get to it then. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Bye.
And he makes a very grand kind of bow towards you.
I will try and imitate the bow as best I can and then leave.
Aera nods. And turns and heads after Arranis.
Can I actually try to communicate?
So are we
with
going
Bahamut
to the
I'll take a
temple
break
of
from
who's it
resting
again?
to try to do that.
Yes, we are.
To do what?
Try to communicate
Get
with
my
Bahamut.
braces of defense.
Okay.
My braces.
Mavarax, I'll get to you
Yeah, no
after
problem. No
these
problem.
two.
I just figured I'd bring it up.
So,
So we head back to the temple.
okay.
Come on, buddy.
Do I see any familiar faces?
Not really.
Okay.
One.
They just kind of let you walk in.
I'd like to find...
Hello, don't mind us. Just the people who helped save the city. Don't mind us.
And then this guy appears like behind you. You looking for something?
Yes, hello. I would like some braces of defense. Braces of D. Give me the D.
Phrasing.
Phrasing?
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. Just I want braces so I don't get hit by things.
I believe we
Please?
have something like that. Come with me.
Okay.
And the guy just kind of like almost glides. Like he's got this really long robe that is like dragging on the ground.
Arranis, does he look a little ominous to you?
They all do.
And his, by the way, his like cloak is pulled over. Like you can't see his face. Like he's very.
Okay.
And he.
You're the high priest.
You're observant. He just kind of continues gliding.
It is an
Good thing.
honor to be in your presence, great high priest. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, those are the words I'm looking for right now.
I have a charisma of 11.
I understand that words are not your strong suit. That is
Doesn't
perfect.
stop
No, you are much more adept at striking things. As it were.
Yes, they have me here to hit things and to not get hit by things, and I would like something that helps me be better at not getting hit by things.
Very well then. And he just glides, and eventually he reaches like this bookcase, right? And he pulls out a book, and it says something written in like Draconic on the side, on the spine.
I don't know Draconic.
I do. I think
know.
I'm fairly
I know.
certain I know I do. Yes, I have Draconic.
It
The
says
Dragonborn
something.
that knows it.
It roughly translates into on the finer points of defense or something like that. And he starts kind of flipping through the pages. Here you are. And he sets the book down on the ground and waves his hand over it, and there they are, bracers of defense.
That is the best way of storing.
It
That's
really is.
impressive.
Thank
I
you.
have no idea how you did that, but that's so awesome.
I have no idea how we did that either, Aera. Don't worry.
Space.
Shut up.
Talking.
You must understand that knowledge is the key. And the lock.
So is there like another key that fits into the lock that's also a key?
There are many locks and many keys. There are many doors and many doorways. Not all keys fit all locks. Not all locks fit all keys. And not all doorways have a door. And not all doors have a doorway.
Is your name Master Yen Sid by chance? Specifically for the second Kingdom Hearts game, because you're making about as much sense.
Era's eyes glazed over for a second. She's like, uh-huh.
My name is Mashal. And it is important to understand that things can only be seen so long as you choose them. I'm trying to be all serious. I look over. Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Yep.
But the important thing to understand is that doors must not always be open.
What if I jiggle the door?
What if somebody farted and it's like really stinky?
And it's just, if you could see his face, you would imagine he'd just be stone-faced.
Am I like missing a metaphor or something
Yes.
here?
Yes. We're missing in a metaphor.
Okay.
Again, there's like no response from him. He seems like a very dry.
Era gives the guy a thumbs up.
He's probably
How much-
thinking I came out of closed training for this. Closed meditation.
5,000 gold.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
5,000 gold.
5,000 gold pieces.
Yes, everything has a price.
Come back to just the cat is just like all over Mike.
He loves me.
That's so
He
cute.
loves me very much.
That's really cute. What? How much were they? I read
5,000 gold.
I have 2,300 gold I could share if you
I have
find me.
seen like I need like one less zero on that in order to be able to afford them.
Hold up. I asked this before, and I felt like I was given an inappropriate answer.
Arranis, want to
I
think?
prefer the truth before anything else.
Arranis, don't do the thing.
Does the church accept donations?
It depends.
I've worked very hard with a close comrade,
Arranis, don't do it.
and I'd
If
be
you wish
honored
to,
if
you wish to
accept-
donate knowledge, I'm afraid that's not how this works.
I think you misunderstand. I'm not trying to lower the price. I'm trying to.
Make a trade.
No, just to pay my dues.
Unfortunately, we do not barter in knowledge. For that would cheapen it, if that makes sense.
It's more aligned to a gift.
Arranis!
If not, I'll keep my knowledge. But
Can I do an insight check to see how annoyed this guy's getting?
Go for it.
It's kind of hard if you can't see his face.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
I can't read him.
if not, I'll keep my knowledge. I just wanted to make right by a wrong.
Is that so?
Yes.
You get the feeling that this guy is like almost smiling underneath his robes. Very well then. Consider the debt paid.
Oh.
I know of the spell that of which you speak.
Quite fond of it.
It's very clever.
Now, as for the fee for the bracers,
It was just like...
It remains the same.
it remains the same. Let me do some math. Hold up.
Arranis, I'm too cool for this shit.
It's 10. It's 10. So that's another 3, 9 there. And then I believe that is a fair deal. I stopped speaking for a moment. I got stuck in my words.
Mm.
I can pay such a value. I hope you don't mind. It's in assorted coins.
That's fine.
And I take out a huge bag of silver with some gold and some platinum stuck in it, and I drop it.
Before it even hits the ground, you see very quickly a hand
Wait.
emerge from the
Let me
robe,
just-
and before it even hits the ground, it's just tink.
Let me do some math. So I have 39,000 gold pieces, or 3,900 gold pieces. I have 300 something platinum. That's enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Platinum's
is,
at 3,000 gold.
That 300 platinum is 3,000.
this is Aera's face.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna switch it from
Yes. Yeah, as soon as it hits the ground, it's just pink. You realize that he turned it into platinum.
Holy shit. Turned all of it into platinum.
Including the platinum.
Yeah. That takes some
The
real
platinum
skill.
went to gold.
that's going
Excellent.
to be
And again,
One.
the hand quickly, and the bag lifts up and just kind of like dances its way away.
I can't wait till my wizard's this lazy. He's getting there.
And again, he waves his hand, the braces disappear and appear on Aera's wrists. And the book snaps shut and flies back onto the shelf. You may take some time. You may want to take some time to truly get to know those items. If there's nothing else. You can kind of see like the robes kind of nod. Braces of defense.
Plus 2, I think?
Yep, plus 2 bonus to AC. It requires attunement.
Oh my god, I should get those.
You
know,
can't.
I'm not gonna lie.
You can't be wearing armor.
There's
I'm
that
not gonna lie,
caveat.
as soon as
If
you guys
you're
went
wearing
the
no
first time-
armor and using no shield.
As soon as well, I'm gonna be heading to the dwarves next to see if they had any.
Yeah.
I lost Professor. Oh, there he is.
So I get, if there's nothing else for the Arranis and Tic Tac.
Yes. Mavarax,
Wait.
you wanted to try to speak to Bahamut?
Yeah. Good. I'm gonna try to.
What is it? Wisdom at advantage?
Religion.
Religion.
Ooh.
What?
Hold on, my armor class just dropped by 2. Or just dropped by 1. Let's...
You get nothing.
Darn it.
You're trying to like sit there and pray.
I'm just trying to think. So my
Hello?
main goal here is I want to try to get some insight as to what's going on at home, and I feel like that's the only thing that can really help me with that. So,
You don't get much of anything.
yeah, I'll just finish resting.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before
I
you
was
head?
gonna head to the dwarves.
Oh yes. You find a Temple of Moradin where the dwarves are just kind of sitting, just clinking away at their forges. Actually, it's getting closer to the end of the day, so most of them are kind of like packing things up.
Okay. Then I guess I'll make it quick for him. And shout out, hello, is anyone selling, looking for some bracers?
Go check the Temple of Bakab, or whatever his name is.
No, those are elves. They're so full of themselves. I don't want
Don't
to
I
deal with
know
them.
it?
I've got a half one in my party.
Oh,
He's
bless
enough
you,
for me to
child.
handle sometimes.
Are you speaking to them in Dwarvish, by the way?
Yes.
And he's like, oh, at least someone knows the tongue. You know, nowadays, don't hear many people speaking Dwarvish anymore.
That's how I sign it as well, if there's any documents that need to be signed. That's a nice flair. It gets my point across.
Exactly. See, with the elves, they got this pretty floofy language. With the dwarves, we don't mince words. We just go straight forward with it. Well
Very true.
crafted, like a dwarven axe. You ever see an elven axe? Of course not, because they don't have them.
No, but they do make these, and I just hold up my glaive. We go, granted, this is a fine weapon and it's helped me slay many creatures, but
That looks like, that looks interesting. Can I take a look at that?
sure, I'll be right here, but
He takes it, he's looking at it. That's an interesting. It's fine work it is. For an elf, of course. Interesting. I somehow managed to preserve the magic of the glaive and create an entirely new magical. That's interesting.
yes, but here, let me show you something else. I take it back from him, and I go ahead, try to hit me.
Alright. He picks up a hammer, just.
And I activate the shield. Sure, I use a charge of my shield.
That's what it does. I was wondering about that. That's fascinating. I like that.
I've become quite partial to it.
Yeah, I'd imagine you have.
Put it back, and I go, now, are you sure that there's no one here that is able to make even a pair of bracers that can help? A member of my party was looking for some. I'm not sure if she's had any luck today, but...
If you had armor, if it was actual armor, I could have helped you. But bracers, unfortunately, aren't our thing. Not really. Not here. at least.
Armor's
If you-
I hit my chest a couple times. Like, armor's not quite my, not my style.
Now, if you really want to find good armor, good bracers, good magic weapons in general, go to my homeland, Minist.
I'll keep that in mind. I've got a few more stops to make. But
Of course. Well, it was nice chatting with you.
you as well.
Hey,
Safe
and he
travels.
just kind of turns around, continues packing up all of his things.
And I just head back to, were we at a specific inn? Throkk was drunk, so he doesn't know that night, so he doesn't remember where it is.
You could probably go hitch a place at the Temple of Tritharion.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll hit up Temple of Tritharion and just tell them that I took his advice and it helped tremendously.
Good. I'm glad. So, anything else before you guys?
No, we'll have time. I'll have time to look tomorrow.
Okay. So, in the morning, you guys kind of wake up, reconvene.
Bless you. Where am I bound to find sending stones? Is that Temple of the Cobb?
Say that again?
Sending stones. Is that the Cobb?
Yes.
Actually, I kind of want a sending stone too.
Can I just... Oh, I lost her. I lost...
Well, there she goes.
And back.
Hey.
Yeah. Can Aera just pull Arranis aside for a sec? Just like... Arranis, where did you get all that money? Do I
Holding onto it for a special occasion.
Do I need to pay you back?
That would be polite.
I don't have a lot of money. I spent a lot of it traveling, and then I spent more of it getting alcohol, and then I've never really had a lot of stuff, and then, so I didn't really know what to do with it. And I've never had 5,000 gold on my person ever.
Well,
I don't know if I'd ever be able to pay you back.
Are you planning on staying around?
I mean, I'm actually not sure. Like, we fought off the big army. Are there any other things to find around here?
Well, are you content with just fighting off an army, or are you content on defeating the army's source?
I mean, I'll be down for that.
Then you're staying with us for quite some time.
All right.
We kill Black Hand tomorrow. She's
Let
down
me-
the party.
You'll have plenty of time to pay me back, I'm quite sure.
Okay, and Arranis, when you were really drunk the other night, you were talking to me about... You said something like, I'm not special. Like, I don't have a special destiny or any shit like that. And I just... Being destined is overrated. And I think you're plenty special on your own. Alright, bye.
What was that last part?
I think you're plenty special on your own. Bye.
Nice attempt at being comforting.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Right, good talk. And she just...
Good talk.
So, because Katie literally raised the volume of her voice a little bit, can I roll a perception check to see if I caught the tail end of that conversation?
Well, I imagine, like, they're walking as your guys are, like, kind of convening towards...
So no, I did not.
No, you didn't.
I want to be like, I don't have a destiny. I'm just making my own.
So you meet at the center of the holy cities.
There's one last purchase I'd like to make. But I think that's going to require an actual market as opposed to a
specific vendor.
yeah. As I'm going to look for someone who makes alchemist's fire.
Okay. You find a couple people that have something along those lines.
I nudged Zed. I need some sending stones. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, sure. I definitely need. I think I should probably get one for. Yeah. There.
Aera's just gonna hang out where they met, and I guess I'll stay here and make sure everyone remembers where we are going to meet.
Yeah, you do that.
She stands sort of awkwardly and starts preening her feathers.
All right, did you want to do your alchemist fire thing?
Yes, so I'd like to find a merchant who's selling alchemist fire.
Yeah, you find someone. He's kind of like selling lots of weird things. Yes.
I am interested in purchasing a jar of alchemist fire.
I know exactly what you want.
Several
He,
jars.
like pulls out an hourglass. You want this?
That does not sound.
No, of course. He pulls out a flask of oil. This is what you're looking for.
What is it?
It's a flask of oil, of course.
Duh.
Got him.
No, you are a man of finer taste. Here, he pulls out like 50 feet of silk rope. You know how soft and wonderful this is. It's perfect for a man of your stature.
My stature.
It's because you
No, what you're looking for, he pulls out this crystal orb.
Is this scrying orb?
What is this?
It's a crystal orb, of course, to help you focus in your magics.
It's just a focus.
I'd like to take
No,
a few
no.
moments.
No, let me. I know. Yes, I have figured it out. He pulls out a bucket. This truly is what you're looking for.
A bucket.
I'm just waiting for him to say, Zed, kill this guy.
Is that with me?
I'm around. I mean, I'm with Throkk currently.
I don't know what
you're
to
a
think
scholar,
right now.
of course. You want this. He pulls out a spell book.
I'd like to look at the spell book.
It's empty. It's just a generic, like, write your spells in here.
So do you want my money, or are you just going to keep throwing products at me that I don't want?
The first one.
Right, alchemist's fire.
50 gold.
I'd like to see that you have it first.
He just slams the bottle down.
That's clearly not alchemist's fire if you're using it so casually. Imagine if that had broken. You'd set the whole shop on fire.
But that's why I have the bucket. It's full of water, see?
Oh my.
Oh,
I think Arranis may have met his match on the opposite side of the scale.
so here's how this is going to work.
Yes, here's how this is going to work. You're going to pay me 50 gold, and I shall give you the alchemist fire, which was clearly what you wanted from the beginning.
I'm going to purchase 3 vials of alchemist's fire. 2 vials of alchemist's fire at 80 gold, and I won't tell the fire marshal about your mishandling of such materials.
Is that a threat?
It's a promise, actually.
Are you a man of your word?
A nice man like me
Who's ever heard of a bard telling tall tales?
That's a man of his word now.
Make it 100, and I'll throw in the bucket full of water for free.
There's no way for me to proclaim to you how much I do not want the bucket.
But look at this bucket!
You will have to give me money for me to take that bucket.
I'm insulted, sir. You see, this bucket was given to me by a man.
It's a cursed
from,
bucket.
And this bucket contains water from Lake Wanahakalugi.
Bucket. He gave this poor shopkeep a cursed bucket.
Buy that so
It's
fast.
that water from Lake.
Wanahakalugi.
Yes! Lake Wanahakalugi!
You realize that Wanahakalugi is a volcano.
Yes, but there's a lake next to the volcano.
That's called the ocean.
Fine then. This silken rope was taken from the people that lived near Wanahakalugi. And it is one of the only surviving things. The only other surviving thing was a tapestry.
I'd like to see the tapestry, please.
Oh, yes, I don't have it. It exists. And
where is it?
It exists as far as the last I heard. It was in an art exhibit. And
now
all
you
of a
have
sudden this dude just rips off like this fake mask. He's like, "That you sold to me!"
Is you really?
Oh, I thought this was going to be the long con where Arranis would have to buy it just to continue the lie.
That's right. There is no Wanahakalugi. There never was there?
The DM pulling out the long haul. I respect that.
My good sir. Are you accusing me of lying?
So he picks up the bucket and splashes it in your face.
I'm going to call a guard over because I've clearly just been assaulted.
What? No, this man has claimed that. Right? Yep. Sure, he did. Right? You're gonna come with me now. No! I swear, I will have my vengeance against you. I will have my vengeance, Quill Longbottom. Whatever it is.
Black Hand's new general.
Scream and rave at you as he's being dragged away in manacles.
And before he's like the big bad evil guy, he's actually a lich guy.
He's the Black Hand, and he has been the whole time.
I'm gonna look over to one of the guardsmen who's helped me with this situation. I was like, he's clearly mad. He didn't even know my name.
Yeah, of course. It's Quill Longfoot, anyway.
That's a halfling name.
It is a halfling name, isn't it? Crazy.
That's racist.
Anyway, thank you for your assistance in this matter.
Of course.
There once was a man from Nantucket and splashed our bard in the face with a bucket.
So what's that bard to do with all that unattended alchemist fire?
Actually, I'm gonna look at the town guards. So, what do you do with contraband, such as everything he has?
Confiscated, but I mean, I guess I can look the other way, you know, just to recompense for your troubles.
That is most kind of you.
Of course.
And I'm going to take all of the alchemist's fire.
You get 3 vials.
And the bucket, just to spite him.
I'm going to put a hole in the bucket.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear
And
Liza.
It's specifically going to be the shape of a Q.
It's the mark of the quill.
There's going to be a QL in the
He monogrammed the
Etched
bucket.
into it.
in the bucket, so it looks like it's Quill Longfoot signed it.
This is beautiful.
Oh, cool. Longfoot's gonna come back and just like kill us all.
No, he's gonna crap his pants and pass out before he can do anything like that.
Actually gonna. As...
Next session.
Yeah.
I just
So I guess you all set there, Arranis?
I would like to wash my hands of the nonsense that was today.
Zed and I are making our way to the Temple of the Cup.
Or not the
Fake made
cow.
up god.
Corn and Bacab. Nice.
Thanks.
Just since I wasn't there with them, I don't know how this goes down, so I just knock on the door as opposed to just walking in.
Back on?
I don't know. Haven't been here. Hello?
Oh, DM.
Not all,
Yep, the
not
door
all
opens up.
doors have doorways.
Going to Sigil Boys.
And there's just plenty of people just kind of wandering around.
I approach a scholar. We're looking to buy sending stone.
He just kind of points to the back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I walk to the back and
And there's a man, well, you presume it's a man. It's just this big robe over the face. Robes, like the sleeves extend far past the hands. The bottoms of the robes are like
what color is it?
kind of piled up on the ground. They're blue with like a gold trim.
Nice. Fancy.
You seek something.
Yes. We seek sending stones.
Very, very well. He kind of waves a hand, like it kind of pops out of the sleeve for like half a second, and a book just kind of flies down to the ground. He waves his hand over it, and there pop out some sending stones.
How many
per
pairs do we need?
I need one.
Very well.
I'll need a pair.
So there's now 2 pairs of sending stones, 500 gold apiece.
How much?
500
500
gold.
apiece.
For each pair or for each individual stone?
Each pair.
Okay. Done.
I set down 50 platinum.
Yeah.
And he just kind of, the stones float up and float over to you.
Awesome.
And he waves his hand again.
Now I have a question that does not involve purchasing an item. My party will be heading back to Reddleton in the very near future.
Yes.
How I know that I do not want to walk through the desert again. How would you recommend we travel quicker,
Camel.
more efficiently? Camel?
Or
There's no-
magic, if you have it.
Are there any cities with a pier that we could charter a boat to get back to River's Deep and Empress? Damn cats.
I will get back to you. Let's take a 5-minute break.
Damn players creating cities and shit.
Yeah, just drop that.
I gotta let the dog out anyways. What's was I? Oh yeah.
Can we fight the Kraken? We're all gonna die thanks to Throkk.
Don't
Thanks
get
to
on the
your
boat.
hubris.
Do not get on the boat.
I already forgot her name. Lady. She's gonna get my sending stone. If you know what I mean. Yeah, that fits his alignment.
Oh, was it break time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of impromptu. Did everybody get their stuff?
More or less, yeah. I got
Okay, cool.
I got what I wanted, sadly.
You got what you deserved.
I was so hoping it was just gonna be a random. You would have to like keep up the lie by buying it.
My AC is 21 now.
Good. My AC will eventually be something pretty outrageous as well.
What's your wisdom?
18.
How do you have a passive perception of like 22?
I took the observant feat.
Right.
The alert.
Oh well, it could be worse. You could be someone with expertise in perception. You have a 17. Oh well.
Happens.
Yeah.
I have a passive perception of 11.
Yeah, see, then there's that.
Hey.
It's okay. As soon as my proficiency bonus goes up, I'll have like a... I'll have a 9.
When does proficiency bonus go up? Is that every 5 levels or?
Something like
9th level.
levels. We'll see at next level.
Well, next level for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not
Yeah,
level 8
that
yet.
feeling of playing several characters at once. It's cool to have Mavarax here though. Aera will become friends. She likes becoming friends with people, even though she's not a very good friend.
Yeah.
I just need to clarify with Mike if this has
And
the
she
plus
just emptied
5 on it.
Arranis' fucking wallet.
Arranis did that of his own free will.
Oh, I'm actually going to go refill my water.
He didn't even ask her for any of her money.
Because yeah, that's the main reason I wanted Gloves of Thievery was a plus 5 to my sleight of hand.
Nice.
So I don't know if my new has that. I'd have to clarify.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does, because
cool. Those are some cool gloves, though, and Zed got a girlfriend out of it.
Girlfriend is a strong word.
That's perhaps the most concerning part of this.
I would say probably mistress. If I had to put a label on the relationship, it's definitely going to probably involve, you know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, she seems very dominating.
Yeah. Yeah. And Zed's a switch. He could be either. So
He's a power. He's
gonna learn the fun of having a very, very small top.
Hey, gnomes, man, they know how to get around.
Hey.
She's been getting my sending stone. If you.
Oh gosh, I hope Aera never has to be on the other side of a wall from wherever Zed and what's her name are. That passive perception of 22 is going to come back to bite her in the butt.
Yeah, you'll hear everything.
Oh
hey, good thing. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Question. Done chewing. Mike's hard lemonade.
Mike's hard. Good to know.
Yeah. I didn't need to know that. I could have gone the rest of my life without knowing that, but...
You people. I love you guys.
Me and Mike are both very hard.
So, with my new gloves, do they have the properties of the Gloves of Thievery? Because that was like my main...
Yes.
They have the plus 5?
They have a plus 3.
Okay, plus 3 to...
Because it's like a combination of some of the things.
That's still perfect. Plus 3 to sleight of hand. Sweet. I guess you just took these away now.
Okay.
Give them to Aera. Aera
No.
has a dex of 20. Okay.
Don't get. No, not
Say
plus
that.
30. Plus
Sid,
3.
can you teach me to pick locks? Can you do
So here's
it?
the new roll. Make sure.
Do it, Sid.
There we go.
Okay, so.
Okay, good. We did it.
Sounds good. So, what would you guys like to do?
Check up for the night.
Well, is Throkk
Yeah.
back?
I'd like to sit down with everybody and
Okay.
discuss Operation
Inferno.
Operation Murder.
Okay.
That's not a good name for an operation. We're
where-
using
where-
fire. It's Operation Inferno.
Operation Mummy Murder, also known as Operation Raging Inferno.
Thank
Where
you.
are we? Where are we meeting?
Operation Fahrenheit 451.
Are we meeting at
Fahrenheit
like a
451.
tavern or?
Yeah, I would presume we're meeting up at the tavern.
Okay. I'll be right there.
Aera is sitting despondent with a glass of water.
Oh, did you give up drinking for Lent or something?
What's Lent?
I don't know. Something some gods have where you give up like a vice or something.
No, this is still that bullshit thing where I can't get drunk.
Oh,
For
right.
example, Zed gave up lying.
No, this is more of... I didn't give up lying. It was...
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Zed, what do you really think of us?
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, just in general.
Just in general? Let's see here. I think you are smart, but you talk too much. I think that Mavarax has a stick up his ass because of his royalty. You had a big stick up your ass. It's slightly shrunk. I
Like a
think
stick on my ass.
not a literal stick. It's a figure of. I think
I
Throkk
understand.
is the strongest
I feel
of
like
us,
I'm
but also the
confused.
dumbest. I think Aera is.
You're
Doesn't
not wrong.
quite fit in.
You're not wrong.
But she does have her use.
You're not wrong. Again.
I could get used to this, I think.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
I'm
skip
actually-
ahead to where you guys want to actually go out to the pyramid.
But no, I'm actually gonna sit down. Okay, so, do you see this jar of green liquid?
No.
No, Arranis, I became incapable of perceiving things.
That seems like a problem for someone like you.
You're right,
Have
it's a
you thought
problem.
about seeing a doctor?
I-
Anyway, this is a lovely substance called alchemist's fire.
Oh,
Go on.
None of us are alchemists. How do we use it?
You throw it.
Oh,
You throw it, and good things happen. Well, okay, good things happen for you. Bad things happen for the person you throw it at.
okay.
care to expound upon that? I assume
So-
there's some sort of fire
Burning-
that
Burning
happens.
fire.
Okay.
Raging
Close.
Infernos.
Now, mummy lords are 70% paper.
Okay.
Do I really need to spell the rest of this out, or
No, not to me.
so who does not have access to a fire-based ability?
Hmm.
Oh wait, I have the necklace. I can do this.
No, I have holy damage. Are they susceptible to holy damage?
Not to my knowledge, I haven't tested that. I know that I know that mummies don't like fire on the account that, well, I've hit a mummy with a fireball and it turned to fucking ash.
Nice.
So they're flammable.
So does the guy know about a city with a pier?
What guy?
I was talking to that Zed and I were talking to in the Temple at the Cobb.
So, do we have anything that?
Is that a yes or a no?
Oh wait.
Say it again.
I think that's to Mike. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for Mike. Does the guy know anything about a city that has a pier where we can charter a boat back to River's Keep?
Yeah, there's one like to the east. Basically, it's like this really small port.
But we will be able to charter a boat.
Yeah.
Then take his word for it.
I have my reservations for traveling along the sea.
Nah, we're not traveling through the seas of chaos or anything.
Arranis, do you get seasick?
That's besides the point.
Oh, poor Arranis.
What if we traveled from the tip there?
Arranis and his gentle, delicate little tum-tum.
I do not get seasick. Thank
Well,
you
we were
very much.
talking about potentially taking a boat
I'm concerned about things with tentacles.
to Yard, but
I believe I've read stories about this. Continue.
I don't
mean,
want to continue my
It's not so much the tentacles that bother me as the moaning.
It sets the mood.
Sorry, what are we talking about now?
Sirens.
Next time on Critical Role.
All right, so
I
got my sending stones, and so apparently there's a small port town to the east of here, so we don't have to travel back through the desert to River's Keep. We can take a straight line.
That's nice. I've heard about my fill of desert. Do you know how hard it is to clean sand out of all of this?
No. I
Got an
can
idea.
honestly say that I don't. And I don't want to.
Is a rhetorical question, Zed.
Hey, now, I'm just being honest.
You're being an ass.
What's the difference?
So,
That's a
who
good
wants to
point.
take the boat? I raise my hand.
I mean, are we going to kill the mummy first?
yes. I didn't want to at first, but I've recently had
Arranis is a good. He's very convincing when he talks about how he wants to kill the mummy.
And you wanted to stop me. I remember that much from the other night.
Well, that's because we were unprepared.
it occurs to it was something that I was content to leave be until what happened earlier today. That is to say, there was a horrible monster. There was a horrible undead army that attacked, and now they're out a lieutenant.
So what if he takes the mummy as a lieutenant? He'd take the mummy away, and we'd kill it later anyways.
We don't know that he would exactly take it away from this area. This is I don't know. This area is not technically of any strategic value that I know of, but still having a grasp on this area and travel to western area.
I remember.
And it can
when
encroach
we
into Ralden, which is connected to everything else.
I remember when we were talking immediately after the battle. Arranis said something to the effect of it potentially being a distraction. That they attacked here to draw our attention over to the, some place that isn't very useful, like the holy cities, in terms of strategy, and that perhaps other lieutenants were attacking other more strategically valuable places where we were here.
So we need to go back to River's Keep.
Our military might and other sorts of things. So, I mean, it is worth considering that the Mummy Lord is still here and could be exploited, but I'm also sort of worried about other places that might have been attacked.
Like Mika in River's Keep.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
We are far more useful to the worlds.
If he takes over the holy cities, or to Empress, what does that gain him?
It cuts off. It gains
really
him
demoralize
a
people.
foothold that he can use to get into Ralden. Because if you look at the map here, it's like joined right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's no problem for undead to go through water. They don't. He could also
Right,
go
so
into
if-
Cornin, start sacking Zabasu and the
Exactly.
two. And from here,
So-
could also stretch into Torrentera, and from Ralden get into Minas. So this could actually be a strategic foothold.
Exactly.
It does only have the one way in on land.
So,
Well, I'm not super up on military strategy.
so what happens if we leave here? What happens if we leave here and we go
Even
back
if
to
we-
the
if-
city?
Let's say we left here and after killing the mummy. There's
Yep.
nothing saying he can't take over Empress anyways.
Correct.
True, but it would make it probably slightly harder without like a high rank already present here.
Arranis, I don't know a whole lot about mummies or mummy lords and their pyramids. Do mummy lords sort of have to stay in their pyramids in order to be
They're more powerful. in their
Scary.
opinion.
I am
Land?
significantly less versed on their nature versus what I know of them from extrapolating from mummies we have fought.
Okay, so you don't know.
Now, the real question is, do they have
That's
any
not the
semblance
phrase
of
I'd use,
sentience?
but yes.
What was your question, Zed?
Does the Mummy Lord have sentience? Like, you know how the lesser undead that we fought are just like foot soldiers, like the zombies and stuff like that? Is this Mummy Lord on the caliber of like the Wraith that we fought, where it has sentience and like Rusty? That
The average mummy does, so I would assume that
okay.
yes.
So what
it would-
happens if the Mummy Lord doesn't join them?
and the Mummy Lord doesn't join him and just terrorizes his little patch of Empress until he's destroyed.
It comes back to
Should
bite us in the butt, but it's
remember,
a lot more
should anybody
esoteric.
disturb it?
Correct. For all we know, he could not know that it's there.
And if he doesn't know it's there and nobody...
An ex-paladin, he
bothers
should
it.
be able to sense undead.
Kinda had to miss it.
Well, I mean, we put it pretty far down there. It's outside of the holy cities.
It does shoot 60 feet into the air, though, doesn't it?
It is
Something like that. Also,
a nasty pyramid.
he has
Is
a
it possible for Hadar to bust open the pyramid and just, like, turn it into rubble?
I feel like Hadar's going to be very upset that we're asking him to clean up another one of our messes.
I would like to speak to it.
Oh, fuck you. Because I'm a devotion paladin, I have to take responsibility for my act. This means that we're gonna have to deal with it.
Go with those of the ancients.
Oh, let's see. We have what do we have in terms of firepower? We have literal firepower.
We have a necklace of fireballs,
It has 3 charges.
my fireball,
Okay.
Hadar's,
Alchemist fire,
Mavarax's fire, and then Alchemist fire.
and we also have my mace, which destroys undead if they're. If we weaken it but don't kill it, I could probably destroy it.
And I have a stick that's good at hitting things.
I mean, maybe we can take it on. Like, there's. It's hard to tell because we don't know how powerful this thing is.
What have I read on mummy lords, by the way?
So, if things go tits up, can we just run?
Not a whole lot.
History and religion.
Then we would have awakened it.
Hmm.
So we're running from something that is now awakened and could also go into the holy cities.
Okay. So, once we wake it up, we can't really just
We
leave
have
it.
to take it down if we wake it up.
Interesting.
Or religion would be better, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a religion.
Both situationally and the roll.
I mean, they're both +7, so.
One of them's not a 1.
But technically,
You don't know much about the history of this particular mummy lord, but...
You know a handful of things. You know, they're like normal mummies, they're vulnerable to fire. They are also surprisingly resistant to magic. You know that they themselves can even command magic. And there are some effects that usually go with going into like other effects that go in that go with going into their
Later.
yeah, like
Gotcha covered.
yeah, like there's curses for taking treasure, there's
The curses for taking treasure all go away, right? When we kill the Mummy Lord.
but these things are not to be trifled with. They are surprisingly resistant. They have even been known to come back, like if they're not destroyed completely.
Do I know how to completely destroy a mummy, Lord?
Oh, Lord and Savior.
Is this
Bring up
a
destruction. The mighty GM.
Not with that level. You're gonna need to do more. You need to do more research.
okay? Here's Throkk. Here's my proposal for you, because you are most opposed to us staying in the area. Allow me 24 hours to accumulate as much knowledge as I can on a Mummy Lord, and if I believe that we can potentially kill this thing, we will kill it with either the same day or the day after, and then we'll immediately depart. If I do not believe that we have the ability to kill it, we will simply immediately depart.
Jim,
What?
in Mercy's name, 3 days are all you need.
2 actually.
Making
I got it. I got it.
I mean, we've been gone for so long. What's 3 days?
Fine.
I'm going to
Castle
go.
Just get the sending stone a little bit later.
I mean, are any of us capable of scrying on River's Keep? Can we just like make sure it's okay?
Why do we
Seems
think
to
it's
be
not
the
okay
main-
again?
I don't know.
Just
It seems to be the
multiple
main concern.
lieutenants, potential multiple lieutenants, and granted, he's already taken the holy weapon that was near River's Keep, but who's to say he'll leave it alone? And I'm mostly worried about Mika.
You know, I can't scry on anything, but
The most I can do is ask Paylor. He's fickle.
I guess I'll look for somebody that can scry into River's Keep. Or just overlook of River's Keep and see if everything's good.
So I need to go back to the Temple of Macabre.
Okay.
I'm gonna come with.
I will stay here and try convening
This
with
is the morning,
Paylor.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning, getting close to it's like 11 o'clock.
I'm gonna head outside the city and try to do the same thing I did the other day. Less of what should I do, more of seeking wisdom or any type of intel that might be helpful if Trentharian has taken scene.
I will also go to Bahamut.
And
Can I
think
All right. When you go to the Temple of Paylor,
You mean Macabre?
well, we'll start.
Oh, wait.
We'll go across.
Take
We'll
that
start
one.
with Zed.
Did say.
Farah, when you go there, says, "So have you noticed that there's a pyramid?"
Yes, and we're working. That was actually why we got that necklace from you.
It was sprouted from a bean.
Well, I've taken the liberty of sealing it off.
Oh. Okay.
I understand that you would want to go in there, but perhaps
Less okay.
perhaps now is not the time.
This is the DM saying, "Don't
Sorry,
too much
you
time
cannot
doing it.
enter here.
I used stone shape to seal off the entrances.
Okay, I'll have to have you undo that at some point, but I need to convene with our Lord.
Of course. She actually says, if you'll take a moment. I actually gotta look up the spell. I know exactly what the spell is too. I just gotta remember. I gotta find it so I can tell you exactly. It's augury, if you're wondering.
Augury.
So can I punch this stone shape?
Okay.
The real question is, can the Black Hound or one of his lieutenants punch through the stone shape?
I'll just face through it.
Not easily.
Oh,
Like she went boom.
all right. That's
Oh,
good.
Hadar.
So I'm going to go to. I don't know about this, so I'm still on my way to the temple.
I've almost found it.
Mhm.
Second level ritual.
Yeah.
So she kind of like picks up some sticks
Mhm.
that are carved with like suns and things on them. Or no, she takes some cards and she kind of shuffles them, and you get she kind of shuffles them,
Right.
and she
Shuffles them.
she shuffles them, and she says, "Paylor, would it be a good thing? Would it be a wise decision for Zed and the Sentinels of Clelen to try and take on the Mummy Lord now?"
Ask again later.
She pulls out a tarot card and lays it down, and there, very clearly in front of you, is a skeleton holding a scythe.
Huh.
That means no.
No, that's the Mummy Lord. It means yes.
That would be whoa.
So
Hard no.
bad.
Yes.
Hard no.
And she says, "Are you sure?" And she pulls out another one. I'll give you a second.
Devil.
No. There's another
The tower.
specific one. There's a handful of like tarot cards that I gotta find. Where is it?
Hanged man.
Where is it? Where is it?
The Hierophant.
Aha, here we go.
The idiot.
So she pulls out the skull card, she pulls out the ruin card, and she pulls out the, let's say, the hanged man, or the fool. Oh yeah, pretty clear signals there.
Huh. Oh yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Also, the mace has been speaking. Is Paylor using this as a conduit to talk to me?
I would imagine that would happen.
Okay.